Yes, thank you for coming. Yes. Yes, this is the Raider Nation report. Yes, Commish is in the house tonight. Yes, line is to the right. Yes, ma'am. Looking amazing in that silver and black, I must say. Yes, VIP is to the left, sir. If you give me your name, I'll check, make sure you're on the list. Yes, you have to be on in advance. Weeks in advance, sir. Yes, line is to the right. Yes, Raider Nation report tonight. A lot to talk about. Yes, there is a full bar inside, sir. Guys, you can't smoke that right here by the door. Just step over there a little ways. I love the smell. Smells amazing, but please, not right by the door. Yes, we will be opening the doors very soon. You know, these guys like to run a tight show. They're just making sure everything's in order. Yes, ma'am. You can say hi to the midgets on the way in. Absolutely. VIP to the left. Regular line to the right, please. Doors will be opening very soon. Thank you all for coming. Enjoy the show. What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And just where is that, might you ask? Well, let me give you some simple directions, shall we? We're still down the street! Past that fucking house with the boarded up windows. You know, that one that makes you feel a little sketchy when you walk by. A little excited, but a little scared all at the same time. You know that feeling. It's okay. Just stroll on by that house. This is a sketchy individual. He's going to be wearing silver and black. Looking fresh, but looking like he needs $1 as well. Something what you should. It's the off season. That's our man Joe. He's going to point you in the right direction. He's going to tell you to take a left and then a right. As you find yourself strolling down the street, minding your own goddamn business, you're going to pass this deep, dark alley to your immediate right. Now, as you pass this deep, dark, creepy-looking, sketchy-looking fucking alley, this cool breeze is going to hit you. It's going to chill you right to your skeletal core. And you'll find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? Oh, you goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep, dark alley? Well, of course you should. Because what you're going to find at the end is a special little place that those of us that stray a little to the dark side of Raider Nation like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction, and as it is every Tuesday leading up to your National Football League Silver and Black Las Vegas Raiders season, this is the Raider Nation Report, a solid 60 minutes and maybe even a little bit fucking more of everything Silver and Black. Thank you for joining me. I got a cool new jersey. Now, I didn't think this jersey was cool enough that I should wear it backwards so that you can see the name. I seen some other motherfucker doing that today, which was the dumbest shit I seen in a long time. Motherfucking dude's like his 30s or 40s. He's wearing a jersey backwards so you can rock the nameplate. Seems a little on the tardish side. Little foam hat wearing, little window lickerish. But, to each their own. I got a cool new jersey too, but, I'll wear it the way the motherfucker's supposed to be intended. I'm even going to cut the tags off the bitch. I know. Crazy, isn't it? Living on the edge. What's up, Raider Nation, man? Thank you all for joining me, each and every one of you. The fucking Josh Jacobs saga continues. It takes weird turns every day, like some weird fucking 13-year-old prepubescent fucking soap opera, like some fucking Degrassi high shit. Yeah, we'll get into that. There's no new news on Jimmy Pornstar. That story stuck in purgatory. I'm not gonna bait into that story. It's a non-story. We know his health issues. We know what's going on. We know the timetable. If he ain't there by day one of training camp, it's a motherfucking story. Until said day, it's not a story. Nothing has changed. No news is new. No nothing. I'm not going to sit around here and we're not going to have a circle jerk about fucking Jimmy G's foot every week. The fucking Jimmy G foot segment. No. It's just not going to happen. Not buying into it. I think it's off-season bullshit. I think it's blown out of proportion. I'm not buying that story. The Josh Jacobs story, that's a concerning fucking story. That's a real story. The Jimmy G story is not a real story to me until day one of training camp. Then I'm concerned. I'm with everybody else. My hands up like, what we doing now, coach? What the fuck we doing now? I'll lead the charge. Who's drawing up the signs? We're going to have to pick it. Down to the goddamn headquarters. Fucking some affirmative action shit. We're going to have to get shit done on our own. We're not ready for that yet. Trying to be optimistic. Trying to have my silver and black fucking kumbaya going into this season. We'll see. Why are these comments not loading? What's up with this fucking Facebook app? I'm getting ready for the show. I'm sitting here like 15 minutes before the show. The Facebook app crashes on like 5 or 6 devices that I have. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I tell you. So if I'm ignoring you, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not getting any comments. So appreciate y'all watching. Whoever the fuck's watching. I appreciate you now, later, in the future. Appreciate each and every damn one of you. Adding followers on every social media platform on a daily fucking basis. You guys are awesome. Great interaction. Hundreds of thousands of interaction just on the Facebook page in the last 28 days. We've reached almost 2 million people in the last 28 days just on the Facebook page. So it's definitely growing. We've definitely gained our foothold back after the fucking deletion. So we appreciate you all. That's enough of this foreplay, man. Thank you all for joining me, each and every damn one of you, man. Smash that share button. Make sure you join the group. And we're not censoring the group. Because I went up and had to put a post up, said no more posts about a said person who is not on the team anymore. Constantly putting up posts, positive or negative, about a player who is not on the team anymore is not productive in any manner, way, shape, or form. The fucking group is real, raw, and uncensored. We don't censor the content or your comments, ever. However, we will filter the posts to relevant content to the team. And fucking posts and shit about a player that is not on the team anymore is not relevant to the future of the Las Vegas Raiders in any way, shape, or motherfucking form. I don't care how you spin it. It ain't your place to fucking vent. Get the fuck over it. You've had plenty of motherfucking time to vent. You've had months. Months. It's over. It's kind of almost like the Colin Kaepernick story. At some point, at 2 or 3 different times, I don't mind a good, healthy debate. I'm all for it, and I'll feed into it. I had a debate on both sides at certain points. But sometimes there just becomes a time where the conversation's just toxic. Period. From both sides, and there's no positive route going forward. So why have it? Why have it? So fuck it. It's out. I'm filtering it the fuck out. And I don't give a shit if you like it or not in the group. But moving on. I don't know how I got off on that fucking tangent, but man, goddamn, I'm fired up tonight. The fuck? What? Jeez. Let's go. Let's get it. This ought to be interesting. I can't see any comments. I'm running fucking blind. But that's all right. I'll just let my fucking voice be heard, and we'll deal with it. That's right. It's just me and you fuckers. All right, let's get it. All right, Josh Jacobs, Las Vegas ticket prices. We're hooking up flights from Kansas City. Special deals? The fuck is this goddamn clown shit? Tight end depth chart, the first third safety depth chart sponsors Cool Kids, motherfucking newsletter, Adams and Renfro. Fan of the week, new hype team, and the WTF. What's up, Darth Vader Raider? The YouTube chat is working. Let's see if we can keep Sparkler fans off that motherfucker this week. But you know what? If the enemy's watching, that means we must be doing something right. So, moving along, man. Moving along. The Josh Jacobs story. Like I said, the ebbs and flows of this, it keeps just turning. It's like some prepubescent fucking soap opera at this point. It seemed to change daily from the show last week. It's an ever evolving situation. Yeah, man, the YouTube channel's it's like the step kid. You know, I tell you what, the YouTube's been around since the start, and all I ever used to use it for was just archiving stuff there, and then I started simulcasting there, and I don't know why YouTube's just never taken off. I don't put any time into YouTube. I don't. I just put the same content there that I put everywhere else, which is what I do everywhere else. But TikTok grows, Twitter grows, Instagram grows, Facebook grows like crazy, and I don't know what's up with YouTube. It don't grow. But whatever, we'll get to it. So Josh Jacobs, this story ebbs and flows. It's crazy. It's like I said, it's like some fucking Degrassi High shit, like some prepubescent soap opera shit. It just keeps going. So it started off goofy. I mean, listen, I've been all for paying Josh Jacobs from day one. I thought you paid Josh Jacobs last year. I was all for keeping Josh. I seen something in Josh, and he showed it to everybody last season, and I thought he deserved to be paid. That was a prove-it year. That was a contract year. He came out. He balled out. He showed out. Now they want to franchise tag him. That provides no security for Josh going forward. That doesn't give him the comfort of feeling like a home, being embraced by a franchise. Hey, you're our guy. I get it. I'm all on Josh's side. And then I seen some crazy tweets being popped around, and I had to go check to see if this was legit. And I found out Raider Reactions blocked by Josh Jacobs. Now, I don't know whether that was a brush painted because he blocked some Raider social medias, what have you. Some couple ass clowns had popped up on the page and says it's because we had tweeted or trolled Josh Jacobs in some manner on one of his tweets, which is 150% a lie. I never, ever, 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 ever respond to any tweets of anybody's. Period. Ever. I don't even go look. I could have been blocked for weeks. Honestly, I don't know because I don't go follow people's tweets. I don't tweet at players, and I don't go comment on their shit. All Raider Reaction does is post. We post, and we may comment on our own posts. That's it. So, got blocked in the middle of all of that shit. Don't know exactly what that's all about. And that was all around the bad business tweet with that popped up. So it was like, all right, well that's interesting. Thought that was strange, and then we come to find out we were blocked, and then information comes out via a whole bunch of news sources that the tweet was in reference to Roblox, whatever the fuck that is, so some generic ass fucking children's game that obviously he is party to, plays, does, I don't fucking know. But supposedly this was what the bad business tweets were all about, and everybody's taking it the wrong way. And then not even like a half a day later, the news story changed again, and they're like, no, that's not the story. Like, no, that's not the story. It was actually, it's in reference to Raider fans that are being nosy in his business and being up in his money and blah, 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 blah. And so I don't know what the fuck's going on. And then like a day or two later, we get these pictures of him in Baltimore next to the 8, which he's going to be rocking the 8 this year. This 8 happens to be for Cal Ripken Jr., though. So he's in Baltimore, rocking an Iron Maiden shirt, which I know damn well this motherfucker don't listen to Iron Maiden, so he's already fraudulent right there. That's a strike and a half for you right there. Goddamn, wearing band shirts of shit you don't listen to. I mean, that's just ridiculous. You can't sell me for a minute he listens to Iron Maiden. No way. You ain't putting that spin on me. There's videos of him saying he don't even like to listen to music before the games. He likes to listen to Future and shit like that. I don't see him rocking out to Iron Maiden. The only way I'd see if you want to get hype before a game, and if he ain't using it for that, then nah. I'm hard pressed. Hard pressed. But I ain't starting to live over just to see your motherfucking comments, JoJo. You think you that goddamn important? Look at this motherfucker. Look at this motherfucker over here. He gonna tell me to shut down the whole show and probably got like 250 shares on it because I can't see what he's saying. This guy, I tell you, man, easy. JoJo's in the chat, everybody. Come on now, JoJo. Come on now. The chats are popping up now. I don't know what the fuck happened there. I don't know if these are old chats or new chats or what the fuck. Who knows? Man, I'm off on a tangent again. But now he's in Baltimore. Okay? So is it Roblox? It's not Roblox. You blocked us before the Roblox. And now you're in Baltimore, rocking a t-shirt of a band you don't fucking listen to, standing next to a number of a team that probably would really like to have you in the city, and I don't. The whole thing gives me a headache. How'd I get blocked? How'd Raider Reaction get blocked? I mean, I'm the biggest supporter there is of Josh Jacobs. I love me some Josh Jacobs. I'm like, back the truck up and pay this guy. How the fuck? I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I'm confused. Like I said, we don't tweet at anybody. We don't comment on anybody's tweets. Nothing. We simply put up posts. And there has never been a negative post about Josh Jacobs put up. That's fucking... There's no way. I'm the one that puts them up. Whatever. Ridiculous. But the story, it ebbs and weaves, it bobs and flows. And who the fuck knows where this motherfucker's going. But it's weeks, man. It's weeks now. He's got to sign the tag. I just got to This one just makes my fucking quiver all the way up my spine, man. All the way up my spine. I think they're fucking this one up. And I think they're fucking this one up bad. So you've just visited Baltimore. Maybe an old buddy from school. Yeah, of course. Probably. Good possibility. But when you're in the position that you are, one of 32, a starting running back in the National Football League, and you're out there really not to paper when you are the returning rushing champion of the National Football League? You want that kind of attention. I don't understand athletes when they're like, you can't be in my business. Motherfucker, the only reason you are standing to get that much cheddar is because there's a fan base supporting you. Your entire industry only exists because there are fans. If there were no fans, there would be no paycheck for you to play your game. It's the circle of life for a professional athlete. You can't have the cheddar and all the good and the glory and fans cheering for you, and then not have them be concerned when you're out running around putting up cryptic fucking tweets and taking them down and changing shit, putting 2-word tweets up. When you're in the middle of a fucking contract negotiation, won't sign your franchise tender, and you've got one of the most passionate fan bases there are out there. You can't have the good and expect none of the bad. That's just fucking idiotic to even think that. It comes with the territory. You're one of 32. You're the starting running back for the Las Vegas Raiders. You are the NFL's leading rusher, the leading returning rusher in the league. You are the number one, the fucking top dog. You warrant that attention. You should be happy with that attention. You earned that attention. You worked for it your whole life. You should embrace it. Not try to fucking flick your fans in the fucking nuts and flip them off because they're in your business. They don't want to see you go, man. They want to see you back. Not in your business. They're in your fucking corner. Understand the fucking difference. Because I've been in your corner the whole fucking time. Pay me. Give him the money. Dude, this dude has carried this team. I'm all for it. I don't understand all of the other bullshit. You are living a dream most people would, man, what they would give to be in your shoes right now. You have no idea. And just the whining and the... It's such a bad look. It's a bad look. Don't be in your business. Man, you're a professional athlete. Every fucking move you make regarding your profession is everybody in the fan base's business. I'm sorry. That's part of the business you're in. You have to go talk to the media. You have to go do things you don't want to do. You have to pander to your audience. Because without the fucking audience, your fucking play on the stage doesn't matter. Whatever you're doing, your sport, your entertainment you're providing, without the fucking crowd, without the cheers, without the jeers, you're not needed. And then there's no cheddar for you to collect. So take the bad with the good. Take the bad with the good, because in your situation, my man, there's way more good than bad. Because your worst case scenario this year is probably about $10 million. That's your worst case scenario this year. And that's pretty fucking good. Any normal man can take that fucking payday and live the rest of his life comfortably. So, moving on. Speaking of, this is a fucking financial class here to start this goddamn show out. Let's get into it. I heard this shit and I just about went left My brain just about had took like a fucking left turn, had like 2 aneurysms, and was like,
What?
they're trying to put together. Well, there's already cheap direct flights from Kansas City to Vegas on Allegiant like crazy. I mean, they're pumping queefs there. And now during football season and specific times around when Kansas City's going to be playing in Vegas, they're putting together complete flights and working on packages for complete flights of queefs to Vegas. The same airline that has their name right back there all over the fucking home of the Raiders. Man, talk about a conflict of motherfucking business interests. You're pumping opposing fans into the home stadium that you put your name on and are supposed to be supporting the team that's in there. I get that Allegiant goes to all these little small hubs like Fuckstick, Kansas, and fucking Backwoods, Missouri, fucking Slapstick, Iowa, and all these little places like that. I get it. That's their bread and fucking butter. They're the fucking Greyhound of airlines. It's a fucking stripped down with no frills. Peanuts? We got no peanuts on this motherfucker. You sit down, hope your seatbelt works, and just hope the plane makes it. But the tickets are cheap. How the fuck are you putting together special packages to bring planefuls of fucking Ronald McDonald dressed motherfuckers into your home stadium? I don't know, man. That was just insanity to me. And to hear that the Raiders are also second in ticket prices this season right now. Second in ticket prices. It just ain't like what it was in Oakland, man. It just ain't like what it was in Oakland. I don't know how you get that home field advantage that this team needs to have in Vegas. At some point, you have to put some sort of restrictions, some sort of something contractually in place with season ticket holders, with PSL holders, regarding opposing fan bases. There are other teams that have done it, and it's usually only typically done in the playoffs. It's usually only in postseason, where they'll put a lock on sale of any tickets to any outside zip codes outside the state, to try to block, like, sales if they're playing a New York team, say, a Florida team's playing a New York team, or they're playing a Canadian team. They'll block ticket sales outside the country, like hockey. I've seen it done. I've seen it done in the NBA. I've seen it done by other professional franchises. Typically, it's postseason, but you can absolutely force the hands of the seats that you've owned. I don't know how you go back and can do that retro contractually. I'm sure there's some sort of verbiage in there that the contract that you've signed is subject to change at any time, or blah, blah, blah. I'm sure they got some legal mumbo jumbo in there that they're not backed in a fucking corner legally for fucking years and years and years. I guarantee there's some sort of legal bullshit in there. I don't know how they change that or address that. I agree, Mario. They're using it as an attraction. It's not to build a fan base. It's not to build that home field advantage. And when you're seeing stories like, hey, we're putting a fucking together fucking Queef One to fly back and forth, trucking queefs as quickly as we can for that game in Vegas. It's just ridiculous to me, and it's absurd. And I just can't believe it. It's such a conflict of business interest. I don't get it. But the Raiders, number two in ticket price this year on the ticket market and the ticket exchange right now. Number 2 in the league. Lovely. Pricing some people out of games. I saw somebody mention I'm shooting the home opener. That's the first game I'm planning to be at this year in Vegas. It's not 100% locked, but it's about 99% locked. I think I got a hotel room. Shit, I got to check with Myron on that. I think I got a hotel room. I think I may be splitting a room with somebody. I got to check in on that. But I think, yes, that's my plan. That's my first game. I will obviously be at the Miami game, the home opener, and then other games are in flux, depending on how this fucking team does. I have some other games circled, but depending on how this team does, going down the stretch, my schedule will flex with it. Of my attendance this season. Obviously, my attendance waned as last season went down the proverbial toilet. All right, moving on. I wanted to talk tight end tonight. Touched on him a little last week as he's one of was drafted second round. Michael Mayer. A lot of us were thinking defense. I know I was thinking defense at that point. I was screaming fucking linebacker. I thought they would go linebacker in the first. Although you're a big fan of Tyree though. Got my I'm supporting my number one pick for your Las Vegas Raiders. Big fan of the Tyree Wilson pick, and I've spent a little more time. I tell you, I'm not a Notre Dame fan. Don't watch a lot of Notre Dame games. I've always thought that the fact they're independent, and they never align themselves with the conference. They're just like obnoxious cocksuckers of a university. They always have been. I've always been kind of a USC fan because I was a Marcus Allen fan growing up, and always a fan of a lot of the Raiders players that ended up as Raiders. Marcus was my favorite player growing up, so it's kind of always a USC fan a little bit growing up. And, they had the rivalry back in the day with Notre Dame. I've just never liked Notre Dame, so I wasn't 100% familiar with Michael Mayer. So I wasn't real excited on draft day. I've done my homework since. I've done my deep dive into Michael Mayer. I've checked out his tapes, looked at his stats. The guy had an amazing year last year, 9 touchdowns, 67 receptions, 71 receptions the year before with 7 touchdowns. He averaged over 12 yards a catch last year. I mean, the guy's solid. The guy's solid. So I think he's gonna be a solid pickup. And with the exit of Darren Waller, old fucking Biggie Smalls heading back to the East Coast, he can go drop his fucking fire tracks over there. And he's been chirping his shit in the fucking news, just like him and the other guy that got fucking sent packing. They're just like it's like the ex-girlfriend. You're done with her. You're not thinking any of her, and then somebody's like, "Hey, did you hear what so and so said?" And I'm like, "God damn it, I hadn't thought about that bitch in fucking days. Why you gotta bring that shit up again?" That's kind of what it is. That's kind of what it is. It's just like, God damn it, I'm done with that shit. I don't want to hear about you. Keep us out your mouth. Motherfucker, why are you talking about the Raiders? There's a whole fucking season you didn't even want to play for them. You was worried about being the next fucking fire track fucking hip hop star. The next fucking fire track on Spotify or something. You didn't give 2 fucks about being on the field. You was hanging out with your fucking chickie while she was fucking in the NBA nobody watching them win a championship, hanging out at fucking Padres games. You didn't give 2 fucks about playing for the Raiders. But now they're all up in your fucking mouth. Can't get them out your mouth. Got them Raiders nuts fucking jammed deep in your jaw. Get them out. You and Carr. Get them the fuck out. Made your fucking wife cry. Motherfucker, you made your wife cry with your fucking shitty-ass red zone percentage. That made your wife cry. That should have made your wife cry. She should have been sitting at home on the fucking end of the motherfucking couch, on the end of that Chase Lounge, bawling her eyes out. Say, my husband can't score in the red zone! That should have made her ass cry. And nobody make your wife cry. Your wife only crying because you suck and got fucking sent to New Orleans. That made her cry because now she got to pack her shit and move out of that new house. You couldn't keep her there. I'm so sick of hearing the shit. Move on. You're on a new team. What are you talking about the old team for? Training camp. training camp fucking press conferences. And you talk about the old team. It's saying you like the ex-girlfriend. Just can't keep your name out of her fucking mouth. Move the fuck on. Move on. You and Waller. Move the fuck on. Good Lord. Both of you. Good fucking riddance. Back to tight ends. I'm glad they got Michael Mayer to replace fucking the hip hop star who had to leave because he wasn't interested in playing football anymore. He wanted to be a housewife and you know, hang out in the studio. You got him. Yeah, but they went and got Austin Hooper first, which Austin Hooper is solid, man. Austin Hooper is a guy who is coming off what did he have? 41 receptions last year, 38 receptions year before that, 46 before that. Then the 2 years before that, he'd caught 71 and 75. Those were his really peak years where it looked like he could possibly have a chance to step into that elite tight end status just a little bit. So that's kind of the Austin Hooper that they were hoping to bring in. And Austin Hooper is safe. Austin Hooper's a solid blocker. He's a solid receiver. He's just a safe, nice, even-keeled tight end. He can get you some nice high points. He's steady. He's consistent. He's safe with the ball. He's a nice plug-and-play for you to replace Darren Waller. And then you're bringing in Michael Mayer, who you're hoping can be that guy who can be that extra level at tight end. So I really think Michael has a chance to step in and steal that starting position. A lot of people are excited about O.J. Howard. I'm not the least bit excited about O.J. Howard at all. I think he's a scab. This is a guy who couldn't get anything done on the Texans at all. Hey, listen, Dad. Listen. Who gave you a fucking stopwatch? Lines. You watch me work. I'll moonwalk through that shit in no time. But I like the tight end depth chart that they have developed. And you've even got Jasper Horsted in there. O.J. Howard's a throwaway to me. I think he was the guy you were going to plug in because you weren't sure who you were going to get in the draft, so you went and got Howard. Now with getting Michael Mayer, I think Howard is going to be out. I think you keep Horsted. I like Horsted. I thought he was a nice addition. He looked good in preseason. He didn't get a lot of action, but even though the little action he did get last season, he looked good out there. He's a good blocker. A couple years in with the Bears. Oh, Freddie. Somebody go get him. Go get him, Lines. Motherfucker. God damn. I'd see, Freddie. What are we going to do with these motherfuckers? What are we going to do, man? We'll start just, I think we can, mute. Can we, mute in there? I don't want to do that. Just quit. Just quit. It's like your kids. You just look at them, you're like, can you just quit? Just quit fighting over the fucking thing. Quit! Good Lord Almighty. Alright, let's move along. Tight end depth chart. We'll get back into that. Fuck. Spleeve will get him. Go get him, Spleeve. There's a card post out there, Spleeve, with your name on it. Go get it. There's one in the group. Spleeve's on it. He's like the car police. He's like, I'm on it.
Somebody call security.
Oh, fuck me. Shit. I don't know. Graham, brother. Graham Steele. Fuck. Questions. Throwing questions at me. Lions already told me I'm way past my time already. So, can I take questions? Do I think the Raiders will ever fill the middle of the field with a good linebacker? Fuck. I don't know. Christ. I've been saying it. My oldest son's 17, damn near. I've been asking for one his whole life, literally. I don't know. It's a damn good question. Obviously not this year. We'll see. We'll see how things work out. Maybe it's Divine Diablo. Maybe it's Robert Spillane. We will see. All right, moving along. I want to talk the first third. And man, this is gonna take a second. Fuck. Man, you're so right, Lines. We're going into overtime. It's all right. Extra shot after the show for you and for you. All right, moving along. The first third of this season, I think, is probably the most important third of a season in a long time. I'm looking at this season in thirds. You got 18 weeks now, so that's pretty simple math. It's divided into threes, so the first third of your season is those first 6 weeks. And I think you have the chance to come out and get a really solid start because you're getting a lot of teams that are in flux, honestly. If you look week 1 with the Donkeys, the Donkeys are a shit show. They're an absolute shit show. They completely laden their franchise to bring in Russell Wilson. They're bringing in Sean Payton, hoping Sean Payton can rein fucking Russell back in with this, let's ride fucking Donkeys country. No. That's going to be a shit show. Still week 1, that's a W. I still believe that's a W. I still think, and of course, I'm not thinking injuries. I'm thinking this team coming in healthy. Right now, this team is on track to be healthy coming into training camp. So that's the only assessment I can give this team. Obviously, first day of training camp, if fucking people aren't available, then that's all got to change. But right now, I'm looking at that as a W. Now, the Bills, with this Diggs story, all of a sudden, maybe there's some tension between the number 1 wide receiver and your poster boy quarterback. Maybe your fucking high octane offense is gonna fucking start falling apart. There's some shit going on there. There is some shit going on there. So that the Bills might not be as much of a lock as they you would have thought that game would be a little earlier in the season. At least that's what fucking Bills shit mafia was thinking. So that game, that's a little sketchy as well. So you're 1-1, maybe 2-0 in the first 2 weeks. This Steelers game with Kenny Pickett, I have this one slated as a win. I plan to be at this game. It's the home opener. It's Sunday Night Football. You're going to be under the lights, prime time. That young quarterback, I don't think he's ready for it. And I've got that one picked as a win. I do have the Raiders picked to lose this first game in LA in their second home against the Sparklers because I think they're going to split with the Sparklers this season. I don't have them picked to win both games, so they have to lose one to win the other. So this was the one that I'd picked them to lose. So I have it picked as a loss in the first 6. But this game against Green Bay, which I think is weird, usually back in the day, to be on Monday Night Football, you had to be a playoff team from the year before. This obviously doesn't meet the criteria with the Raiders and the Packers. You got the Packers coming in with a new quarterback, a loss of weapons. You don't know what the fuck they're going to be. They're at a crossroads of a franchise. The Raiders are coming in at a crossroads of a franchise. Early in the season in week 5, you have no idea what either one of these teams are going to be. Neither one were real strong teams last year. It just seems like a weird Monday Night Football game for early in the season to me. So this one's strange, but it's another primetime game for the Raiders, and I think this is a winnable game for the Raiders. I don't think the Packers are shit. I don't believe in Jordan Love until you show me something, man. I do not believe in an NFL quarterback until you show me you can get it done. I fucking hype and potential and all them other fucking fancy words and adjectives you want to sprinkle around them, motherfucker, until you get out on the field and you can fucking throw strikes and you can beat NFL corners and safeties and linebackers. You're not shit to me. And I haven't seen it with Jordan Love, and to think he's just anointed the next something just because you had Favre and then you had Rodgers and he's just the next domino that's going to fall. Nah, brother, that ain't the fucking way it works in the National Football League. You don't just fall into fucking quarterbacks. That's not the way it works. You're due for a strike. You're really due for a strike and a fucking miss in Green Bay. And I percentage says, and Vegas odds say, the Packers. And that's really too early in the season, though. Graham, that's really too early in the season to even have to worry about weather with the Packers, though. Honestly. Which is a good thing. But you're at home. That's a home game, so Not worried about that. And then you've got the home game right there to round out that first 6, which is the Cheatriots, which also is a team I really don't believe in. I think you evenly match up with, and that game can go either way, and you can easily dominate that game and win that game. I don't believe in Mac Jones. I don't believe in what the Patriots are doing with their roster. So that's pretty favorable. I've got them slated at 4-2 through the first 6. I can see him at 3-3. I can easily see him at 4-2. I think the team will be at a very good point going forward in the first 6 games. I really do. And you just got to build on that. And listen, I'm trying to be really optimistic about this season. I am, because I really feel that this team had a good draft. I really do. I feel like they had a good draft, and I feel like bringing in safeties like Marcus Epps, to build your defense. I've felt that they've made moves and they've addressed the defense. I think Epps was a nice signing. I'm really looking for a resurgence in safety of Trayvon Moehrig. With these two guys as probably your 2 starting safeties, and then you've got 2 new starting corners, you really have a completely revamped secondary. A chance of a big flip and a big possible step forward on defense. I know everybody's like, what did they change on defense? They haven't changed anything. They've changed a lot on defense. They've changed a lot. They brought in a bookend to next to your fucking all-world guy in Max Crosby. You're going to move Chandler Jones around. He's lost some weight. You're going to free him up, try to have him a little more speed to his position and move him around. You got Divine Diablo coming back healthy, who's made a big step forward at linebacker. You brought in Robert Spillane. You've got some young guys up and down the defensive line in your linebacker core that you're hoping you can get a hit on. You brought in 2 new starting corners. You got Nate Hobbs coming back. You brought in a new safety coming over from a Super Bowl caliber defense. You got Trayvon Moehrig coming back, a young guy. You've added other guys behind them. I think this is a defense that can shock some people. I really do. That's right. What line says they do got Diablo wearing the green dot. I mean, they've got a lot of faith in this guy. He was leading the team in tackles before he went out. He's got to get better at pass defense, but he's developing. He's growing as an NFL linebacker, and maybe he can be that guy. We'll see. Make sure you check out our sponsor if you haven't checked them out, Clear Live Streams. All you got to do is go to RaiderReaction.com. It's right on the homepage. There's a button right there for Clear Live Streams on their advertisement. Click that button. They'll send you to their Instagram page. Send Bryant a message. Say, hey, I'm in fucking Raider Nation. Raider Reaction sent me. Hook me up. Fuck DirecTV. Fuck that YouTube TV. Fuck all that other bullshit, man. I got the hookup in the studio on all the TVs in the studio from Clear Live Streams. That's who you guys need to be getting your hookup from. Go to the man. He's got a new app out. He just told me I got to download the new shit again. Now he's got some elite shit. So I had pro. Now I got to go from pro to elite. Who knows what's fucking superstar status next? Who knows? But he keeps getting better, and it's great, man. I've been watching all my baseball games. I've watched every fucking damn near every Rays game this season. It's been a magical season. Best team in baseball. Been watching every one of those games. I watched all my hockey teams. I watched quite a bit of this this College World Series. I've been watching a lot more shit that I normally haven't watched before. I got sports going on 4 TVs pretty much all the time in the fucking studio, and getting everything. And Clear Live Streams gives me the hookup. They hooking me up, so I want you to get the same damn hookup that I got. So hook it up. JoJo! You're always welcome any damn time, JoJo. Come on back. And next year, the Raiders are playing here in the hometown, deep behind the enemy line too. 2024. You know it's going to be off the fucking chain here that weekend. Alright, if you want to be one of the cool kids, get one of them subscriber badges like the cool kids in the audience that are with the comments that says subscriber badge, be in the Dark Side Inner Circle. The raffle returns next week on the first Thursday of every month coming up to the season. We've got raffles over the next couple months coming up to the season. I've already laid out the goodies for this next raffle, so if you want to be in the raffle, all you have to do is be a subscriber to Raider Reaction Facebook page, have that cool badge next to your name. If you want to be a subscriber, just hit the subscribe button at the top of our Facebook page. There's a subscribe button somewhere around this video that you're watching. Or you can go to RaiderReaction.com. Click on the subscriber tab. There's a button right there. You can click that and it'll take you right to where you can become a subscriber. And while you're at RaiderReaction.com, do all kinds of things, man. Check out our sponsor, Clear Live Streams. Go to the bottom so you can get in on our newsletter. All you got to do is put your email address and hit that button at the bottom of any page. You'll get the Dark Side News, the newsletter that we send out. And just check it out. We've updated it with our new show schedule that we got coming up. I'm adding a show a week over the next couple weeks. We're bringing back TikTok Thursday this week. Of course, we got Fantasy Football Show, Hardcore Challenge Live tomorrow night. Wednesday night's Fantasy Football Night on Raider Reaction. So we're adding a show a week. So we added this show and the Fantasy Show last week. We're adding TikTok back this week. We're going. I'm trying to catch up, Lines. Oh, fucking ball breakers. God damn. I fucking tell you. That was my Billy Mays fucking pitch. I was trying to get through the pitch there. Come on. Jesus H. Christ, I fucking tell you. This guy over here. There's been a lot of talk of Hunter Renfrow getting traded this season. I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. Everybody seems to forget how dynamic Hunter was the season before last. Over 100 receptions. Just absolutely a game changer. I mean, this guy catches over 70% of passes targeted to him. He's a dynamic receiver, and I think if you get to see him with Davante Adams, a healthy Davante Adams, a healthy Hunter Renfrow out there, I really think these two together can be absolute game changers. I do, and I'm excited to see the two of them play together. There's been a lot of talk about Hunter getting traded. I don't think it's going to happen. I know there's a lot of talk about it, and I see where you can make some big financial steps. You can gain some things by moving Hunter, but I think you lose a lot. I think you've got to give Hunter one season back from injury because he was solid before that. I think you got to give him one season back and then see where he can go. Because if he comes back from the injury and he's the player that he was before the injury, I mean, it's a no-brainer, man. It's a no-brainer. With him and Davante Adams, they can blow the fucking top off of this league together. Add Jacoby, Michael Mayer, hopefully Josh fucking Jacobs. They don't completely fuck that up. We'll see. I'm excited about these two playing together. I really am. I went back and watched some footage of 2021 Hunter. 2021 Hunter was amazing, man. He helped carry this team at the wide receiver position. He was absolutely amazing. And I hope to get to see him in a full season with Davante Adams. Because I'm telling you, man, that little dude right there carried this team in the wide receiver category. And Josh Jacobs carried them at running back. He just got that wiggle. He has moves that you don't even know how to describe. Hunter's something special, and I look forward to seeing him this season. Don't trade him, man. Don't trade him. That talk's just ludicrous, and I hope it's just bullshit off-season talk. I really do. Hope that's just bullshit off-season talk. Fan of the week. Fan of the week, man. We put it in your hands. All you got to do is nominate yourself, send a picture of yourself rocking your Raider gear saying, hey, I am the fan of the week. That's all you got to do. It's in your hands every week. We don't have a fan of the week this week because nobody sent nothing in. So we won't waste any time on it. Ball's in your court again. If you'd like to be fan of the week, go ahead and send it in. And we'll name one next week and hopefully send out some goodies. There you go. There you go. Let's see here. Where are we at? What do we got? Oh, yes. See, these last subjects were short lines. See, you go over here, you don't know what's going on. You know, fucking, he wasn't in the production meeting. You don't know what's going on. We keep this guy in the dark. All right, moving along. If you're interested, we do need some, would like some, possibly to add a new team member, maybe a new face. We've got 410 Raider who does the Raider Process show on Friday nights. He'll probably be adding more content as well as the season gears up. El Pirata will return to Raider Reaction one of these fucking days. He's somewhat like the Yeti lately, but we will see him around here again as the season starts to come back around. That's 100% sure. So he will be back. But if you are interested and you are somebody who has broadcasting software, fuck, you got a fucking phone. You won't be those guys that just sit and fucking take some questions and talk Raider shit. I'm looking for another perspective. Maybe somebody else to add to the live shows. Maybe somebody who's interested in bringing live content. Maybe you're somebody that goes to a lot of games that would like to send us videos that we can post on the page. Maybe if you just an on-the-scene reporter for Raider Reaction, so to speak. If you'd like to be one of those guys, if you'd like to help out Raider Reaction and bring Raider content to the Raider Nation for this upcoming season in any way, shape, or form, we are looking for maybe a couple of new members of the Raider Reaction hype team for this upcoming season. So if there's anything that you have on your mind that maybe you would like a platform to get it out there, well, we already fucking have one. You don't need to start your own. Why don't you join a team that's established, and we'll help you package your shit and get it out there, and you can become one of our team. So if you're interested, hit us up on any one of our social media platforms, our website, what have you, and bounce your ideas off of us, and maybe we can work something out and work together for the season coming forward. But I would like to add some new flavor and some new stuff. We got a lot of social media platforms, and I'm constantly needing new content, video content for TikTok, fucking Instagram, Twitter, shit going on Facebook, our YouTube stepchild, all that shit. So, it's that time. See? The midgets were on point tonight. They're rolling right on. See? We're not really into overtime. Look at that. Look at that close. Close strong. Lines. Jeez. Doubts me. I'll be a little into overtime. He's talking like I'm running like 30 minutes. So I long-winded. Fuck.
All I have in this world is my thoughts and my words, and I don't break them for no one. You understand?
Oh, it's that time of the show. Oh, this ought to be a good one. I'm fired up tonight. This ought to be good. All right. It's that time of the show. We got to close it. And make sure. Little segment. Little thing we like to close the show with. That we like to call the WTF. It's a phrase we're all familiar with. We're hugely familiar with. We've all heard it. We've heard it a million times. I embrace it. Once a Raider, always a Raider. I embrace it 100%. Al said it. It's been said over and over again. Through the lore of the silver and black, you're always embraced back. But while you're donning the jersey and the threads of the enemy, you are still the enemy. Now, when you decide to hang it up and not wear the threads of the enemy anymore, and you've now retired, of course, you're welcome back in open arms as a member of the Silver and Black forever. Once a Raider, always a Raider. But the exit of a certain quarterback after this last season has shown me to myself more than anything that it is 150% to me, team over player. I have not given a thought to that guy since he left the Silver and Black. I didn't cheer one fucking time for Charles Woodson. I wasn't the least bit happy for him because he won a fucking Lombardi trophy as a shitpacker. I didn't root for Tim Brown when he was fucking shagging punts for the fucking Succaneers in his last year in the league. I didn't root for fucking Run DMC when he was a Cowboy. They were all dead to me. When they retired, I loved them all again. But motherfucker, when you're one of the 31 enemies, you're an enemy. And it's not once a Raider, always a Raider anymore. When you retire, then that goes into effect. That doesn't go in effect to me while you're still playing. And you're chasing the same thing that the franchise you used to be on is chasing. There's only one winner in this league. Only one. If you're not first, you're fucking last. There's no consolation prizes. There's no participation trophies. There's no, oh, golly gee, we were close. It was better than last year, coach. No, fuck all that. If you're not the one, you're a loser. And if you're on another team fighting to achieve the same goal that we're fighting for, fuck you. You're the enemy. And you can't slice it, and you can't spin that motherfucker any other way to me. He's gone. I'm glad he's gone. Your wife only cried because your red zone percentage sucked and you couldn't get it done. You weren't good enough. If you were good enough, you'd still be here. Made your wife cry. You made your wife cry. What the fuck? Until next time, ladies and gentlemen of the Raider Nation, thank you for joining me, each and every damn one of you. I appreciate you. Sorry, JoJo, that I didn't get to see all your comments in real time. We'll do better next time. I will scold the midgets appropriately. Sorry, lines, that we went 4 minutes over. We'll make sure the sponsors are compensated appropriately. Thank you to every damn one of you for joining me. You guys are the shit, man. Become a subscriber. Support Raider Reaction. Throw them stars up when you see us live. We're a grassroots project. The midgets need fed. That's how we buy goodies. That's how we keep this all running. Every penny you send in goes back out to you in Raider Nation, man. Thank you all for joining us, each and every damn one of us. I think there's only 1 or 2 spots, maybe 3 at the most left in the Fantasy League. Fantasy League shows tomorrow. We'll get into that, but I know there's only like 2 or 3 spots left, man. So if you're interested, get in. Until next time, live Thursday night on TikTok. I'll be taking questions, comments. Come help me fight off the fucking trolls and the opposing fan bases. They will be there on TikTok. They are every fucking time. So I need you guys. You gotta have my back. I'm coming back on TikTok live Thursday night. Same Raider time, same Raider channel. Until then, I'm out. Peace. Love. Raider Nation.